What's up guys, welcome back to another monsters video. So today we have the monster Beach Rogue. This is one of the newest monsters that was added in this season and it's part of the Golden Legends Pass. Today I'm going to be doing a full review from level 1 to 150 rank 5. We're going to be maxing this monster out, but I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. Anyways, let's go and get started. Alright guys, so take a look at this. We have Beach Rogue here, and this is again part of the Golden Legends Pass for the new season. So if you guys are interested in picking it up, it's going to be like 20 bucks. Go ahead and pick it up. I mean, Golden Legends Pass in general, any of the passes, even the Battle Pass, is actually worth it 20 bucks. But then it's a cherry on top when the monster's like really good, right? So anyways, if you guys haven't seen the review on Molten Throat, go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, we have Beach Rogue here, and then soon I'm going to do a review on Aguinar as well. But here, as you guys can see, we have, wait a second. Oh, they accidentally give me more cells than usual, even though I don't really need it, but like 18,000 cells, that's insane. I'm the only player in the world that has this many cells for this monster. How much you want to bet? There's nobody else that has that much. That's insane though. But anyway, speaking of, like, who gave me these cells, right? Huge thanks to Social Point guys. They were kind enough to basically sponsor this video. They went ahead and basically give me everything that you guys will be seeing in this video, including the gems, the cells, and everything like that, the whole account. But look at this, we have adventures as well. So it's got one room side open, which is okay, could be better, but I mean, we got gems. That's what we got gems for, right? We can easily get rid of those locked slots and then, you know, go from there. But oh, I bet it's a supporter, isn't it? I'm not sure. I mean, that was like some kind of support thing. Yeah, look at that. Bonfire Finale. It's a aquaphobic shield and stamina regen to all allies. Deals moderate light damage to all enemies. Applies drown to all enemies. So it can only be damaged by a skilled water element, which is actually pretty good because there's not too many like heavy attackers that aren't water, except like Kirk Moonwalker, maybe Honan with his awakening. Would really be pretty much it, right? I mean, what other, I don't know if people still use Baba Rashir. I don't think I've seen any players like using Baba Rashir in a while. But anyways guys, so there's gonna be a QR code on the screen for those guys playing on the computer. Scan that, get the game if you haven't already, or hop in the game through the link, which is gonna be a lot easier, a lot quicker. So don't wait and do that. Or for those guys that are watching on your phone, mobile device, there's going to be a link in the description down below. Hit that link. It'll be a quicker, easier access to the game, so you can actually pick this monster up for the Golden Legends Pass. But here, as you guys can see, we have True Vision at ring 0, so precision is doubled, which is really good. That's one of the best traits to have, by the way, because you never miss, right? And then you have Immune to Possession. That could come in handy. It's situational. And then Sunburn, you know, it reduces accuracy, but also it deals low light damage. And against dark monsters, that could deal more damage than usual. So pretty good stuff. But here, ladies and gentlemen, we finally went ahead and maxed it out. And I'm pretty sure I still have like 10,000 cells left, which is insane. But yeah, let's go ahead and basically get this monster to 150. Look at that. That's a final form right there. Yo, he's got, yo, I'm not gonna lie, he's got muscles, man. He's got probably bigger muscles than me, honestly. Like, and look at those, yo, look at his freaking quads, bro. His quads and his legs in general, like, you know what I mean? His calves are insane, man. What the heck? Yo, he kind of reminds me of one of the monsters from the past. I think it was like an epic monster or something. He's got a, wait, it's Rogue. Yeah, wait, now I remember. It's based off of this one monster. Is it Burning Rogue? I think that's his name, right? I think so. Oh, that makes sense. I had to like really like focus to make sure. It really reminded me, and now I actually remember. But anyways, 58,576 strength. Strength is obviously not too crazy, but it's not an attacker. I doubt it. I doubt it's an attacker. There's no way. 1.768 million life and 31,040 speed. Now the speed's actually pretty good, but you know, the strength, I mean, I don't think this monster's an attacker, right? Wait, no. Is he? Not really. I mean, he applies like tortures and other stuff that throws enemies off a little bit. Moderate light damage to all enemies, applies sunburn and repentance. I'm going to carry that right on there. Looks like he has some total damage reduction skills. Yeah, I was going to say, this is actually the first one right here. Applies burn and total damage reduction. So yeah, you can throw off the enemy a little bit. And then low dark damage to all enemies, applies damage reduction and major damage reduction. So basically the enemy will be dealing like 75% less damage than usual. So basically they're just going to be dealing what? Like 25% damage of what they're going to usually deal, I guess. poison, burn, and sunburn. So 3 tortures, or you can do this one where it's moderate dark damage and you apply poison to all enemies. So it's up to you which one you actually want to go with. I think coconut drink is actually pretty good if you're going to be running in this monster not as an attacker, by the way. If you're going to be running it as an attacker, then carry this skill. He can be used as an attacker in my opinion, but again, it's really up to you how you want to run him. I'm gonna not run him as an attacker because there's better attackers out there. I'm just gonna run him as just mostly it's just a torturer, I would say, and a monster that applies like, you know, negative status effects like total damage reduction, for example, or, you know, major damage reduction or whatever. But it looks like he does have some 0 cooldown skills. If you want to run those, you can, but I wouldn't really suggest because they're not really that good. I would say these are the 4 best skills. If you want to switch to any of them, switch out any of them, I should say. Wow, I can't even talk. Then I would do Beach Umbrella Jab. Yeah, switch this one out with one of them. I'll probably switch it with this one. I don't know. If you're going to be running it as an attacker, probably switch out with this or this. But anyways, these are the 4 that I'm going to be running. And in terms of stamina cost, it is moderate. And the cooldowns are also moderate, I would say. We already went through the ultimates. Before we get into the runes, let's get into the relics. So Mask is one of the options. So for Mask, there's actually a lot of options you can go with. But the one I'm going to do, let me see. So he has Trap as the other one. Yeah, you can just go with something that just gives stamina, you know what I mean? Yeah, why not regenerate stamina? Like a Tetuman's Mask would be fine. There's like a Torbox's Mask as well, which applies torture, more torture, by the way, curse. That might be actually perfect for him. And then for this one, you can do another one that gives you stamina, or you could just drain stamina instead with this one right here. So after being damaged, you know, you're applying, you know, random torture. There's also removing stamina. I think I'm just going to do a Slumber Trap, to be honest. And then let me go ahead and unlock these. You know, that monster kind of reminds me of Mosscrawler in a way. Like, I'm pretty sure it's literally a Mosscrawler 2.0 in a way. Like, they do almost the same exact things. You know what I mean? Those total damage reductions. There were some other stuff that she does. I'm pretty sure he does it too, if I'm not mistaken. But like they're very much alike. Yeah, now you're probably wondering what runes to give, right? So here's the thing. I would either do speed or team speed, or you can literally just do a mix of both. So this is what I mean. I'm gonna do something like this, like 2 team speed and 1 speed, or you can literally switch it out with, let's say, doing 2 speed and 1 team speed, or, you know, triple speed if you want. But make sure this monster's taken in second turn, not first, okay? You don't want this monster to take in second turn, or sorry, first turn. It needs to take in second turn instead. The very only time you want this monster to take in the first turn is, let's say, Team Wars or Adventure Map or Dungeon, where you know that there's no Megaton blocking his path. Then in that case, yes, go ahead and run this monster, you know, full speed, and that should be fine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, it's time to take this monster to battle. So this is what I meant. Look, take a look at this. We have 81 to 63, although the speed can be a little bit closer to that than that. I feel like, you know what I mean? You want to make sure their speed is like literally tight like this, as close as possible. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and trade table Anticipation there. Just open up the path a little bit, and then we can do something really random like Possession and Toxins. So I would say that Florian is going to be one of the best allies that you can actually pair this monster up with. As you guys can see, Sunburn just went ahead and kicked in as well. So there's Sunburn, there's already Toxins together. You can do this one right here that even applies more tortures, or this one right here, which is Poison and Burn, and another, which is, again, Sunburn. So there's a lot of tortures right now on these monsters. So it's really, really good. You can even do more than that, like for example the Awakening. Look at that, the Death Countdown, the Afraid, like all those things are literally just like stacking up. And if you have another monster here on the side that could even do more, you can go ahead and do that. And look at that, like torture is the way that you can win with this monster. Like you don't really have to do much more than that, you know what I mean? You can literally just spam tortures and that's about it. And what, guess what, let's say she gets a turn, right? Well, guess what? It's just going to go towards the Megatons, and that damage is going to kick back in here. I'm talking about the Relic. In a second, it's going to kick in, and it's going to eliminate her. So, yeah, it didn't even benefit her at all. Those tortures are going to deal so much damage. I just can't wait to see this. Look at this. Ready? Look at that. 2.71 million disintegrated. Like insane. It's just crazy. Now, she does get a turn here, so I won't lie. She's going to get a turn. She's going to deal a pretty good amount of damage, but she's also going to take a pretty good amount of damage too, thanks to those relics. Just the damage kicking in. Now, this monster's going to get a turn in, and he is just also going to fully die. He can't do anything. Now I feel like that was a little too easy, so instead of using that skill, I'm going to actually change it up a little bit. We could also do total damage reduction, for example, so that one other monster over there all the way at the end can't really do anything, or we could just do a like 75% total damage reduction here real quick. So 75% damage reduction plus curse. Look at that, curse just kicked in. And I'm just gonna go ahead and charge up here, and this one's gonna get the turn. So with the Dale, what you can actually do, there's this one skill that applies Mega Stun. You can do the Mega Stun to all enemies. So the first turn is not gonna do anything, but next turn is gonna do crazy amount. And look at that, possession kicked in. You know, she literally can't do anything. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and it literally attacks his own ally. So I'm gonna charge up real quick. She completely dies. Now she does return, so when she does return, she can actually probably do something. What can she do though? She can't really do anything. Whatever she does, she's gonna die. So yeah, whatever skill she uses is just not gonna help her at all in this situation. Look at that poison kicking in, the burning kicking in, and all those damage on top. Like, man, that's just overkill. What about this? What about Rapsentina? If Rapsentina even lives, oh my gosh. So she barely lived this time, but look at all those tortures. We have Curse, we have those damage reductions, there's Sandstorm, Sunburn. So she can still attack, but she's not going to be dealing in, you know, the same amount of damage as before. So this is the same skill as earlier. We're going to do it. Only 200k. Before that, it was a lot less, or a lot more actually. The battle before this, you guys saw that. She dealt more damage, but this time around barely anything, thanks to all those like damage reductions and like stacking up. So it was like what, 75% altogether or something. Now these two monsters are both awakened. They did not die. We could do a total damage reduction this time. That's if she even lives. I seriously don't think she's gonna live. Yeah, I was gonna say that either that skill is gonna kick in, or when she got the turn, those torches were gonna kick in and eliminate her. But that one skill from a Dild just went in, the Mega Sun one that we used. We were waiting for it to kick in, and it did. But man, what do you guys think of this monster? He can be good if you pair it up with Florian or another monster that you know opens up the path for him. But yeah, you can definitely make him useful for sure. Like just like I was showing you guys in this video, it can be really good. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think? It's gonna be pretty much it. Thank you all so much, guys. Next one. Peace out.